All right, welcome. It is April 5th, some kind of fun day. And we're at team meeting and we've got a great message lined up today. We've got Dominic DiSabato. His middle name also starts with a D. So he's triple D, double D edge. We got the cool nicknames for you. But anyway, Dominic's going to talk to you guys today about rocking referrals, how to really make sure that you're building up a great customer base, how to make sure that you're getting into great networks. Dominic, you're sharing some great things on the prospecting and the diamonds and just like Alex Funk's talk, and just hearing what you're working on has been really cool. So I asked Dominic to give you guys a message today on recommendations. So grab your notebooks out, get out a pen, and Dominic, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to you. Take it away.
Awesome. So hello everybody. My name is Dominic, if I haven't met you before. But I am going to go over referrals today, and I just did want to start off by going over what makes referrals happen. So the first thing, there are two things that really have to happen on your demo in order for people to want to give you referrals. Number one, they have to like you, and number two, they have to like Cutco. So if you build a good rapport and give a good demo, you're set on referrals. That's all you have to worry about, whether they buy or not. It does not matter. If they like you and they like Cutco, they're going to want to give you some referrals because obviously they believe in you and they believe in Cutco. So really, that's all that matters as the bare minimum. What really creates it, as Jacob said, there's a lot of different things that go into having referrals be just up there, and to where you get, what I did recently is I set my record for recommendations, which was 31, which was super cool. I had a ton of people to call, or actually, yeah, it was 31, and I had to call 31 people, which was a little stressful, but it's definitely a positive problem. So again, as Jacob said, having a customer base is super important. At the start of this job, I had a pretty good amount of people to call. I had 100 different names and numbers. So I just sort of called through them. I didn't really worry too much about Rex. I got to about 50. Jacob let me start calling them, and I was doing all right. But at a certain point, once I hit the school year, I had lost a lot of momentum and I had virtually no one to call. And that's when I was literally making 30 calls. Jacob remembers this, and I would get 0 answers. That would suck. I hated it. You do not want that to happen to you. So it really is important that you guys focus on Rex. And that's why I'm being so intentional with it now. And so, as I said, make sure that you make them like you, like Cutco. And another thing that I personally didn't do was memorize the script at first. Memorizing the script is very important. I know it sounds like sort of dumb when you have the script right next to you. Why does it matter? You can just read from it and they get the idea. The point of memorizing the script is that you can say it how you would say it, and that you can say it with confidence. Because if you sort of just read along with it, I can't even remember. It's blanking from my mind right now. But hey, Mrs. Jones, I hope you like my presentation. I only work through referrals. So I hope you like me and Cutco to tell some of your friends about me, yada, yada, yada. And you're not too sure. You're sort of just reading off from that. Maybe you try and remember. It doesn't go too well. Being able to look someone in the eyes and say, hey, I'm working towards my goals, and I really would appreciate your help, helping me reach as many people as possible. Really understanding the intent behind it and being able to give that pitch with confidence, because that's what really matters. And that's what's really going to make you successful in this job. And the next thing I wanted to talk about, and Jacob wanted me to sort of go over this briefly because we are going to go over it more in depth throughout the week, but getting Rex with the app. Getting Rex with the app is something that I took very personally because I wasn't too good at getting it the traditional way. So I figured I might as well get good at this. And the app is super fun. What I do personally, I don't say, hey, I don't just start off with the approach when I get to Rex. I start off by saying, hey, to verify the appointment, Mrs. Jones, I'm just going to send you this quick text. If you guys didn't know, there's a text where you can send them the meeting code. They click on that code and they join the link, and then they get the app. And once they get the app, they're just going through it. They're answering some questions. And while they're answering those questions, that's when I give my rec approach. That's when I say, I can show Cutco to as many people as I want, but I can only show Cutco to people who I've been personally recommended to. So once you're finished up here, the next part that we're going to go through is helping me reach as many people as possible so I can continue to do this job. And so once they finish up with that, they're going to get to this next screen. And don't worry about remembering all these steps. I know this sounds like a lot. Jacob, I don't know if you're going to drop this in the chat or what, but we do have a recommendation script that we follow along for the app. I don't even have that memorized because I haven't found a reason that I need to have that memorized for, because it's not really a script for me. It's just an instruction manual for me to give Mrs. Jones while we're going through it. So I just read through it. It says, click this button. I'm like, okay. I tell them, click view shared, click introduce, click through as many people as possible. Going through the app is super easy because they literally just click buttons and they do the entire thing. So it's super simple, and making it as easy and as convenient for Mrs. Jones is really what's important. But yeah, that's my talk on Rockin' Referrals.
Woo! Let's give Dominic some steps.